Now, this is a general reading for the Sun in Scorpio, Scorpio Ascendant, and Scorpio Moon. Your ancient ruler, Mars, before we discovered Pluto, moves into Libra on December 7th. Now, Libra is 12 signs from you. So Libra rules your area of working behind the scenes, hidden strength, unfinished business, and also how you get in your own way. Having Mars in this area, and Mars is going to be in this area for 8 months, because Mars will go in reverse March 1st through May 20th in 2014. So it's going to be in this area for a long time. You may find that your dreams are really active, that you just dream. We dream all the time, we just don't always remember it. So you may be having vivid dreams, active dreams, lucid dreaming. Some of you may have a hard time sleeping because when Mars is in this area, it wakes us up at night. Some of you may feel frustrated with this energy here because the 12th house, it's 12 signs from you, is not a house where we take action. It's the house where we retreat. It rules retreats, it rules hospitals. It's a place where we go to heal and connect with God. So it's not an action house. And when you have the action planet in there, it can create frustration because you want to take action, but you can't. Or there's setbacks or delays. Every time you go to take action, there's some sort of setback or some sort of delay. You just have to navigate it. I've been through it. You go through it. We all have a 12th house, and we all have planets that move in there. And this is Mars, and Mars is going to go in reverse there. So, but you'll really be feeling more of the frustration energy when it goes in reverse next year in 2014. You may feel some of it now. So I just want to give you a heads up. And, like I said, the best thing to do is to be patient and channel your frustration into, projects, activities. Do something with the energy. Energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed. So we always want to direct the energy outward. Now you have the Sagittarius new moon on December 2nd. This is a lovely new moon. It's in the area of your money and your resources. So it's heating up the money and the resources. And there's nothing challenging it. So this can bring new money to you. This can bring new opportunity to you. This can bring new investments for you. And it's worth looking at. And Jupiter moves into harmonious energy flow, which goes exact on December 12th. And the energy with Saturn, and the energy will be around for all of December and parts of 2014. So it's going to be around in 2014 too. This is a wonderful energy for you. Saturn is in your sign. Jupiter is in a sister sign. 9 signs from you. Cancer, ruling future vision, spirituality, truth, wisdom, long-distance travel. So if you're making plans to travel, if you're making plans to travel and teach, if you're making plans to go to school, this is a good energy. Or for marketing your services over the internet or launching a business, as long as it doesn't take too much energy from the work you're doing on yourself or the work you're doing with yourself, because whenever Saturn is in our sign, it is about defining who you are and not allowing the world to define you. So Saturn has been working with the Scorpios now for a while, for a year now. And Saturn's going to be in Scorpio till the end of 2014. Then it's going to jump into Sag. Then it's going to come back into Scorpio for a bit, and then into Sag for good in 2015, by the end of 2015. So while it's in Scorpio, Saturn wants you to define yourself based on your own terms, not on what society tells you to be, not what the family tells you to be, or the television, or whatever, or the other externals are. But who are you? Define yourself by who you are. And so as long as projects and jobs and relationships aren't taking too much energy away from that process, Saturn will allow it. If they do, then you watch. Saturn will put a roadblock up because Saturn wants you focusing on you. Saturn won't be back in Scorpio again for another 28 to 30 years, another 29-year cycle. So this is a very important time for the Scorpios. Very important time. You are building new foundations, foundations that will carry you for the next 30 years. Okay, so then we have the Gemini full moon happening in the area of sex for you, because Gemini is 8 signs from you. So, and I love this full moon. It's a party moon. Everyone's going to be partying around you. And some of you may be feeling like, what's all the fuss about? The key is for you is to get involved. So if you feel like your spouse or your partner is taking you to this party and this party and this thing, this, and you're feeling like, I'm just being swept up in other people's agendas, get involved in the planning. Get involved in planning the parties. Get involved in the strategizing of the parties. And then you will really have a good time. But this is a fun time for you. December is a fun time for you. And everybody around you wants to party and have a good time. Why not? The Gemini full moon is a fun full moon, and it's a party moon. It's a Santa Claus moon, and it's Gemini and Sag are the party signs of the zodiac. So partay, enjoy. Now Uranus goes direct on December 17th, right after the full moon, like just a few hours after the full moon. Uranus moves direct. This is good because Uranus has been retrograde asleep for 5 months. Now Uranus is direct, and this gives the power to the individual. Uranus is in Aries, which is 6 signs from you, so this could bring improvement to work, this could bring improvement to your health. It's good. And then the Sun enters Capricorn on December 21st. And Capricorn is an earth sign. It's 3 signs from you, and it harmonizes with Scorpio. It's earth. When you water the earth, things grow. Then just a few hours after solstice, the Sun entering Capricorn on December 21st, Venus retrogrades in Capricorn. And Venus will be retrograde from December 21st through January 31st. And this is in the area of your attitude, your perceptions, your intellect, your neighborhood, short distance travel, siblings, the community, visitors dropping in on you. So this can also bring relationships back to you because Venus rules Taurus, and Taurus rules your 7th house of marriage and partnership. For some of you, you could be getting back together with somebody because whenever Venus is retrograding, Venus rules what we love and value, Venus rules relationships, and with Venus retrograding in this part of your life, Venus could bring an old love back to you, an old relationship back to you, right in the community, like dropped right at your front door, or through social media, through networking, on Facebook or Twitter or somewhere. Where you meet up with an old love, an old flame, or an old business partnership. So when Venus is in reverse, going back to relationship is fabulous. It's wonderful. It's reunion time. This is not the time to start a new relationship. This is not the time to start a new business partnership because Venus is in reverse, which means we don't have all the facts. The energy is ripe for misunderstanding, setbacks, delays. So it's like Mercury retrograde. Just don't do it if you can. So what it's good for, though, is reunions. What Venus retrograde is appropriate for is completing unfinished business, completing unfinished projects. So if there's any projects that you haven't finished in 2013, this is the time to finish it. If there's any unfinished business, writing a book, publishing a website, things that you haven't finished that you've been working on, it's okay to finish with Venus retrograde. It's not the time to launch a new business, to launch a new relationship, to launch something new. You wait until she goes direct on the 1st. And it's going to get really interesting in here at the last few days of December because as the planets move into Capricorn, they couple with powerful Pluto, your ruling planet, and they square off with Uranus, they square off with Mars and Libra, and they oppose Jupiter. So this could get a little wiggy. And there's going to be fireworks going off in every direction. Now Mercury enters Capricorn on December 24th. And Mercury couples with the Sun on December 29th. So there could be some juicy gossip that gets revealed to you on the 29th. Or you could have some sort of epiphany about a relationship or something you're working on. Pay attention to synchronicities, pay attention to the messages, because when the messenger, Mercury, merges with the Sun, there's a message for you, and it's happening in the area of communication. And it's an insight that you could get. It's some breakthrough that you could get. you're getting some sort of communication insight into, like I said, a sibling or a family member or, you know, an old flame, but some sort of hit here you're getting on something, and it's a breakthrough. It's like, whoa, I didn't know that. Wow, that is juicy good to know. It's so interesting. And you love to get to the bottom of things. And so it's fun, it's interesting. I think it's very exciting what's happening. And then the Sun squares Mars on the 30th, and then Mercury merges with Pluto and squares Mars on New Year's Eve, the 31st. And then on New Year's Day, the Capricorn new moon, Sun, Moon merge with Pluto, square Uranus, square Mars, and oppose Jupiter. Wow! Okay, that's fireworks going off in every direction. For you, it's about speaking your truth. And for you, you're going to have a lot of insight into this because Pluto's your ruling planet. And Pluto is about getting to the bottom of things, uncovering the truth, uncovering what's really going on with people. And you have Mars behind the scenes. So you may be an instigator in this where you're digging things up and you're finding things out. You're being the detective, you're being the cop, you're being the CIA expert. And you're getting in there and you're discovering things about people that is just mind-boggling and eye-opening, where you're just like, whoa, can you believe so-and-so and so-and-so? And yeah! So I think it's going to be very exciting and very interesting. And, you know, it's a good time for you. You're in the driver's seat. Pluto's in your sign. And Jupiter is in a sister sign, harmonizing with all the Scorpios, harmonizing with Saturn, making your dreams come true, making your dreams real. And so it gets a little crazy over the holidays. So it's fireworks going off in every direction. I think it's the truth that sets us free. And I'd rather know what's going on than not know what's going on. And you are definitely going to know what's going on. You're going to be like the reporter, you know, like you're going to be finding the juicy story. And you're going to be the messenger. Because Pluto's in the area of life that has to do with being the messenger. So Scorpios, you guys are going to be the messengers to a lot of insight and information about situations and people that are going to be very fun and interesting to know about over the holidays and into the new year. So enjoy it. Have fun. You know, get involved in the planning, you know, and then that way you won't feel so, you know, taken about by your family members or your husband or your wife. We're going here, we're going there. Whoa, why? And so then you get in the driving seat and say, well, we're going over to see my friends, and then we're going to do this. And then that way you feel like, hey, I'm in charge. I'm in control. And you know, it's going to be interesting what's revealed to you, too, over the holidays and into the new year. You know, you might be writing a tell-all book. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, and sharing my podcast. Scorpio, you're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. You go to the link below. It takes you to my astrology page. You purchase your session. Once I see you've made that commitment, I send you my schedule. You choose the day and the time that you want. We're off and running, rocking and rolling. Or if you're interested in coaching, you go to my coaching page. You purchase your session. Once I see you've made that commitment, I send you my schedule. And there we are working together. Yay! So I will be back soon with your year ahead 2014 astrology forecast. And until then, happy holidays, happy new year, tons of love, tons of blessings. Have fun.